Hi, I'm Kat, and I have a lot of books to read in January. I am participating in the 100 book challenge this year. If you want to know a little bit more, I talked about it in my last video, but basically, I'm challenging myself to read 100 books this year. My TBR pile is like gigantically scary, so I'm hoping this challenge will help me knock it down at least a little bit. And I have already selected some of the books that I want to read this month, January, so I thought I would share that with you guys. I will be doing short reviews of all the books I read on Goodreads, but I want to make a couple of video reviews. I'm trying to do one each week, so I'm going to share with you the books I plan to read for January. Then I would like your input on which books I should make video reviews of. So let's get to the books. First up is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. Then I have Every Day by David Levithan. I chose those two because they're pretty recent releases and they both sound very excellent to me. Next, I have Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi. I picked this one because the sequel comes out this month, and I want to read this so I can decide if I want to purchase the sequel and read the sequel. Next, I have Everneath by Brody Ashton, and I picked this one for the same reason as Under the Never Sky. The sequel comes out this month, and I want to read it so I can determine if I want to read the sequel or not. Next, I have A Million Suns by Beth Revis. I bought this book when it first came out, but I just haven't gotten around to reading it. And now the third book is coming out this month, so I want to read this one and then probably the third one right after it. And finally, I have Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. I'm very excited to read this, and I'm waiting until the very end of January to do so, because that way I can read it and then go see the movie like a couple days later, and it'll just be great. So those are the 6 books that I have selected that I definitely want to read this month. And maybe if you can math a little bit, you're like, but wait, Kat, if you're doing the 100 book challenge, you need to read like 8 or 9 books a month. You're missing books. What's happening? Well, that's because I just have way too many books and it's really hard to choose from. So I want to leave these last 2 or 3 slots open for you guys to help me make a decision. Other possible books that I could read are the sequels I already mentioned. I also have rearranged my shelves a little bit to put all of the other books I'm considering right here, so you guys can see them and help me choose which of these to read. I hope you can see them. I'll read them off really quickly in case you can't. We have Cruel, Legend, What's Left of Me, Cinder, Black City, The Raven Boys, Ruby Red, Hold Me Closer Necromancer, The Morganville Vampires Volume 1, The Demon Trapper's Daughter, Plain Kate, Eyes Like Stars, Tempest, Night Spell, Beautiful Creatures. Those are the other books I am considering reading this month, so please chime in and let me know which of these books or the other sequel books, or really any other books that I might own or might not own that you think I should read. Feel free to let me know. I'm going to do video reviews of the 4 books that get the most votes. It's a democracy, okay? So yeah, just leave a comment if you want to. You don't have to. It's like voting still, democracy. You don't have to vote if you don't want to, but I would appreciate it if you did. Please leave a comment if you would like, telling me which books I should read and which books I should make video reviews of. That is what's going on with me and my January TBR pile / review to-do list. I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your 2013 year. I will have a new video up in a couple of days, so I will see you then. Goodbye!